Hello guys, today in this video, we're going to help you to find out the best blenders of 2023 in market. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I tried to list them based on their quality, durability, customer review, and more. If you want to see their price and find out more information about them, you can check our links in the description below. Number 7. Wolf Gourmet Pro Performance Blender. The Wolf Gourmet Pro Performance Blender stood out to us in many ways with its sleek design, featuring its signature red knob and lightweight jar with a comfortable handle. There are 10 speed settings on the blender and 4 pre-programmed options: soup, puree, ice crush, and smoothie. This blender produced a very smooth, thick milkshake and a smoothie that was creamy and homogeneous. In our tests, this super powerful blender produced great frozen drinks. It also has a unique emulsion cap that allows you to add oil to the blender at an optimal pace to get a great emulsion in sauces and dressings. This pick is also sized to fit under most cabinets. The blender jar is hand wash only. Number 6. KitchenAid K400 Variable Speed Blender. Claiming to blend even the toughest ingredients, from kale to almonds, this sleek blender passed our test with flying colors. We couldn't taste the kale in our smoothie. It crushed ice into snow-like consistency, and it even blended chia seeds smoothly. It features easy-to-use presets for crushing ice, smoothies, and icy drinks. Plus, a little soap and water added to the self-clean cycle makes sure no food bits are left behind in hard-to-reach spots. In our tests, we noticed that the start button is a little small and sometimes needed to be pressed several times to activate. We love its sleek design and that you can pick from a variety of fun colors. While this blender is at a lower price point compared to similar high-powered blenders, KitchenAid also has a smaller and lower-cost model that performed well in our tests. The K153 Speed Ice Crushing Blender allows you to easily whirl up a soup or a smoothie in one batch, even though its pitcher has a smaller 6-cup capacity. Blend your best-tasting smoothies with the blender that delivers smoother results on tough ingredients compared to a leading competitor *. In addition to the 56 ounces blending jar, this blender also includes a 16 ounces personal blender jar that first blends your smoothie, then converts to an on-the-go container, and comes equipped with a resealable, screw-on lid for easy drinking. It's great for all of your best-tasting creations with 3 preset recipe programs: ice crush, icy drinks, and smoothie. Or control the taste and texture to fit your personal preference with the 5-speed variable speed dial. The soft starter feature starts the motor at a slower speed to pull food into the blade, then quickly increases to the selected speed setting to avoid splatter. It also features IntelliSpeeder motor control, which senses contents and maintains the optimal speed to power through all ingredients * versus Ninja BL642 recipe cycle. Carrots, chia seeds, and leafy greens, smoothie cycle. Ninja is a trademark of Shark Ninja Operating LLC. Number 5. Cuisinart Smart Power Do-It Blender/Food Processor. A highly popular Cuisinart blender/food processor combo. It has a low-profile 40-ounce glass jar and 7 blending and processing options that are clearly marked and easy to use. We love that it comes with a compact food processor bowl for chopping, stirring, and shredding. When blender testing, we found that this blender was very easy to clean and that it ground ingredients exceptionally well. We do recommend making berry and protein smoothies without tough kale though, since in our tests it didn't blend kale very well. Once the food processor attachment was on, we were even more impressed with how this model minced parsley, shredded carrots, and sliced pepperoni. All parts, except for the base, are dishwasher safe. Of note, at 500 watts, this is not the most high-powered blender, and if you do overwork the blender, it will stop working temporarily until it cools down. Number 4. Ninja SS101 Foodie Smoothie Bowl Maker and Nutrient Extractor. We've tested a lot of personal blenders over the years, and this one surprised us with the amount of presets it offered, compared to many personal blenders that only feature a pulse button. We especially love the Smoothie Bowl Maker Cup, which features a built-in tamper and doesn't need as much liquid to blend ingredients to a smooth, very thick consistency. In our tests, we especially loved how the margarita was rich and creamy, and there was absolutely no grit from the superfine sugar used. Don't forget the homemade peanut butter that was smooth and creamy in under 3 minutes. This model suctions firmly to your counter, which keeps it completely in place for its pulse-style auto smoothie setting. In addition to the 14-ounce smoothie bowl jar, this model comes with 2 24-ounce blender jars with travel lids, which are all dishwasher safe. If you want the option to switch between personal smoothies and blending up party-sized batches of frozen margaritas, then the Foodie Power Blender and Processor System is another great pick from the Ninja Foodie line. In our tests, the blender produced smooth and creamy soups and milkshakes. Number 3. Breville the Fresh and Furious Countertop Blender. We were very impressed with how well this blender performed for its great price point. The green smoothie setting yielded a smooth and creamy texture, with no sign of fibrous kale or spinach. This blender also has a regular smoothie button, which will provide you with a juice bar quality smoothie in 1 minute. In our tests, this blender pureed soup to a silky smooth texture and produced a mighty fine margarita as well. The Fresh and Furious is easy to clean, and the jar and lid are dishwasher safe. In our tests, we found very few flaws, though the jar is just 50 ounces and became stained a little from tomato sauce. Another high-performing blender from Breville that we have tested is the Breville 3X Blueser Pro. In our tests, this model produced creamy and smooth soup and a strawberry green smoothie that had no sign of kale. While this model is a little more pricey, it does offer the ability to juice with it as well. 2 appliances in one, or if you're on the hunt for a hand blender instead of a full-sized blender, we also recommend the Breville Control Grip Immersion Blender, which tested best in our Immersion Blender lab tests, with a non-stick blender arm and perfectly emulsified mayo. With Kinetics contoured blade and bowl system, lumps have nowhere to hide in the Fresh and Furious. One-touch programs for instant smoothies, green smoothies and ice crushing to make what is a rough start a smooth finish. Capacity 1.5 liters round BPA-free Triton jug. Number 2. NutriBullet Blender Combo. This well-priced and high-powered blender comes with 3 jars, making it super versatile and our pick for the best value. It includes a 64-ounce pitcher for large batches and 2 different personal-sized cups, 32 ounces and 24 ounces with a handle. Both cups have lids that make it easy to take your smoothie to go. It features an extract button that blends smoothies at pre-programmed variable speeds. We blended kale smoothies in all 3 jars, and all were uniformly smooth with no flecks. It also blasted through frozen strawberries effortlessly to make a delicious, evenly processed daiquiri. The base is not much larger than other NutriBullet models, and it has suction cups on the bottom that reliably prevent it from shifting around. The blades screw onto the top of the personal cups and then get inverted to be blended, so be careful to unscrew the personal blending cups from the base of the blender when you're done blending. It's easy to accidentally make a mess if you unscrew the cup from the blade instead. Got kitchen ambitions? The NutriBullet Combo Blender is our one-for-all option. A super capable, super flexible blender that makes everything from simple smoothies to savory soups and beyond. Its high-capacity 64 oz pitcher is the ultimate countertop Titan, while its portable travel cups keep you nourished on the go. Our blades, cups and pitcher are designed to work together for optimal nutrient extraction, turning ordinary food into superfood. Number 1. Vitamix 3500 Ascent Series Smart Blender. A 2023 Kitchen Gear Award winner. This was best tested when we tested 8 Vitamix blenders side by side and also came on top when tested against 25 other blender models. Besides its performance, noteworthy features include a touch interface, 5 program settings, programmable timer, variable speed, and pulse. This blender also pairs with all of Vitamix's self-detect containers, which will recognize the cup and automatically adjust blend settings for its size. Self-detect containers don't just come in personal size, but also a food processor attachment, new 48-ounce color containers, stainless steel container, and more. In our tests, this model produced the best-tasting kale and strawberry smoothie that completely went through a sieve without any flecks of kale or pieces of strawberry remaining. Milkshakes were creamy, frothy, and had great body. Homemade peanut butter was silky smooth without any peanut chunks remaining, and margaritas were restaurant quality with a super fluffy consistency. Overall, we were very impressed with this blender's ability to break down even the toughest of ingredients. This blender was loud while grinding tough ingredients, and the self-cleaning function with soap and water wasn't a complete match for sticky nut butter. But the overall results are unmatched by the other models we tested. Throw in a 10-year warranty and you've got extra security that you will get years of great use out of this blender. If $500 plus blender isn't in your budget right now, we also recommend the Vitamix E310 Explorian blender that retails around $300. This model produced margaritas and peanut butter that was just as tasty as the A3500 Ascent Series Smart Blender. 5 program settings for smoothies, hot soups, dips and spreads, frozen desserts, and self-cleaning. Automatically adjust to the container size you selected. Process your recipes and stop the blender when complete.